All right, people. I believe everybody is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. So, welcome to Unacademy NEET English. Guys, please tell me in the chats if I'm perfectly audible and visible to each and every single student. Come on. Tell me, guys, quick. If I am audible, visible to each and every single student, everybody out there. Am I audible and visible, guys? Am I audible and visible, guys? Yes. That's great. Now, boys and girls, since this is the demo lecture of Phoenix 2.0, okay? This is the demo lecture of Phoenix 2.0. Let me just write over here. Take a look. Phoenix 2.0. So, boys and girls, listen to me very carefully. When it comes to the Phoenix 2.0 batch, my dear NEET aspirants, particularly in this batch, I'll be teaching the physics, but I'll start from the scratch. Doesn't matter if you have studied these chapters before or not, but from the scratch, first and the foremost thing, let me just tell you, give me just 2 minutes. First and the foremost thing, when it comes to the theory will be from basics to advanced level, and it will be to the point. I'll be sharing the amount of theory with you which is required to solve the problems. Okay, only that much of theory. Second, all the PYQs of when it comes to the NEET, when it comes to aims, okay, when it comes to aims, okay, when it comes to AIPMT, when it comes to the J means, and my dear NEET aspirants, my own design problems, and we say my own problems, plus I would say NCERT questions, like questions, exercise and examples. And my dear NEET aspirants, all the problem patterns which belong to that particular topic when it comes to the subject physics. This is going to be my goal, my dear NEET aspirants. This is going to be my goal, my dear NEET aspirants. Now, what you guys are supposed to do, I'll write over here, you guys. First, whatever the, and how many questions, sir? I would say 300 to 400 questions. Sir, if I do this much, is it possible for me to, get 180 out of 180? 100%. If not 180, 170 is confirmed. Okay. And what you guys are supposed to do is, I would say, revision of these problems, every single day. Okay. Revision of these problems. Second, DPPs that I'll be sharing. Okay. Third, Unacademy module. Unacademy module. And in this Unacademy module, you have level 1, you have level 2, and you have level 3 problems. I would recommend you to basically solve all the level 3 problems, even if you do level 2 only. 100% you are going to enter the medical college. You are going to smash the NEET paper, even if that is the toughest one. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. Is that clear? Now, boys and girls, this is going to be my goal. Sir, how can I join this particular batch? The link is in the description below. If you click onto that link, my dear NEET aspirants, if you click onto that link, you and in the comments also, basically, you'll be seeing the link. You can join through that link. You'll get the maximum possible discount because we are going to start the classes from 20th of May. I don't want you guys to miss out any of the sessions out there. Okay. Now, since this is a demo class, my dear NEET aspirants, let me start with the chapter, I would say, electrostatics. Electrostatics. Let me start with the chapter electrostatics. Okay. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. When it comes to the chapter electrostatics, my dear NEET aspirants, here we are going to study about, I would say it is the study of charges at rest. Study of charges at rest. Okay. Now, study of charges at rest. Before this, we need to understand what is charge. So, first one is electric charge. Electric charge. This is the first topic that we need to understand in the subject, in the chapter electrostatics. Okay. Now, guys, since I told you I'll be starting from the scratch, you'll have to understand each and every single thing very carefully. Take a look. Let's suppose, my dear NEET aspirants, I'll take a comb over here. Comb with which we make the hairstyle. This is a comb. Now, what I'm basically performing an experiment. I'm rubbing this comb with my hair. Then I take this comb near to the piece of papers. There are small piece of papers over here. These are the small piece of papers. Piece of papers. Okay. So when I rub the comb with my hair and then I take it near to the piece of papers, what is going to happen? Sir, these piece of papers will be attracted. Everybody knows that attraction will take place. What if I don't rub the comb with my hair? Do you think that it will still attract these piece of papers? No. So this attraction is only after you rub the comb with your hair. So I can say that when you rub this comb with your hair, something is occupied onto this comb. Something gets transferred from your hair to this comb. Because of that something, it is able to attract these piece of papers. And this something is what we call charge. So basically, when you rub the comb with your hair, what is occupied onto this comb? It is charge. So due to that charge, it is attracting these small piece of papers. Is that clear, boys and girls? It is attracting, make sure you smash the like button. It is attracting these piece of papers. Okay, due to that charge. Now, my dear NEET aspirants, what I want you to understand over here. So can I write the definition over here? So we say when comb is rubbed with here, when comb is rubbed with here, charge is transferred onto the comb. Onto the comb. Due to which it attracts piece of papers. Due to which it attracts the piece of papers. 100%, sir. So can I define charge something like this? So charge is a property. So charge is a property due to which charge is a property due to which a body shows magnetic effects. Magnetic effects. So because of this charge only, this attraction is taking place. So this attraction is what we call the magnetic effects. Okay. So my dear NEET aspirants, after some time I'll be telling you there is a charge on this positive, there is a charge on this positive, they will repel each other. So due to this charge only, this attraction repulsion takes place, magnetic effects takes place. I hope till over here is clear. So when you rub the comb with your here, something gets occupied onto this comb, that something is charged. Because of that only it is attracting the piece of papers. This is how we define charge. Now if I say types of charge. Types of charge. When I define types of charge, my dear NEET aspirants, we say there are two types of charge. We say positive and negative. Positive and negative. Listen to me very carefully. Let's suppose I have a rod over here. I have a rod over here. On this rod, positive charge is occupied. Sir, how is the positive charge occupied? By any means. Like it was rubbed with the here, positive charge is occupied onto this rod. And there is one more rod, my dear NEET aspirants. It is also having the positive charge on it. When you bring these two rods close to each other, having positive charge, they repel. So we say these two positively charged rods are going to repel. This repulsion takes place. Because we say like charges repel, positive, positive repel. Positive, positive repel. If I say, my dear NEET aspirants, you have got a rod, you have got another rod. Negative charge is present on this rod, and on this rod also negative charge is present. We say when negative charge and negative charge is present on the rod, we say they are going to repel. These two rods are also going to repel. Like charges repel. If I say, my dear NEET aspirants, you have got a rod over here, and on one rod you have got positive charge, and on another rod you have got negative charge. We say these are going to attract. So from this, my dear NEET aspirants, positive and negative charge attract each other, negative, negative repel, and negative, positive, positive repel. So what we can say? So like charges repel and unlike charges attract. This is what we can conclude. Like charges repel and unlike charges attract. One more important thing, my dear NEET aspirants, listen carefully. One more important thing. What is that? If I say symbol of charge. If I say symbol of charge. Like my dear NEET aspirants, if I say this is a block over here, its mass, we say M is equal to 10 kg. What is this M? M means symbol. We represent mass with sim. We represent mass with M. And what is this kg? Kg is SI unit. We measure mass in kgs. Similarly, what is the symbol of charge, boys and girls? we talk about symbol of charge, we say Q. Q is the symbol of charge. And when I say SI unit, SI unit is coulomb. That is C. So my dear NEET aspirants, from now onwards, if I say I have a rod over here, on this rod we say some charge is present. So how much charge is present? You say Q is equal to plus 2 coulomb charge. Q is the symbol and coulomb is the unit over here, my dear NEET aspirants. So this is the SI unit and this is the symbol. This is how we actually define. Charge. Please tell me in the chats if this is clear till over here. Tell me. Now guys, we need to understand first positively charged body. I'll write over here. Positively charged body. Let me make you understand positively charged body. Listen carefully. How do we understand positively charged body? Before this positively charged body, let's talk about an atom. Everything in this universe is made up of small, tiny particles, and those tiny particles are what we call the atoms. And how does this atom actually look like? Listen carefully. We said this atom is having the nucleus at the center. This is the nucleus of the atom. Inside the nucleus, you have got protons, you have got neutrons. Okay? And around this nucleus, you have electrons revolving. You have electrons revolving around the nucleus, boys and girls. So this is going to be the electron. This is going to be the electron. And electron revolves in the orbits. Okay? Yes. Now take a look. When it comes to the electron, as of now, you'll be remembering that when it comes to the electron, it has negative charge. How much? 1.6 into 10 raised power minus 19 coulomb. When it comes to the proton, you'll be remembering that it is a particle which has positive charge. Negative charge, positive charge. And when you talk about the particle, we say neutron. These are what we call neutral particles. So net charge on this is 0. Okay, this is how we define electron, proton, and neutron. Now take a look. Positively charged body. Listen, guys. Let's suppose if I am taking a neutral atom over here. Let's suppose this neutral atom actually contains, I would say, 4 protons, 4 neutrons. And around this you have an electron, one more electron, one more electron, one more electron. Could you please tell me in this particular case, how much is the positive charge? You say, sir, 4 positive charge. How much is the negative charge? 4. So we say over here, number of positive charges is equal to number of negative charges. If the number of positive charges is equal to the number of negative charges, I can say in this particular case, net charge is 0. So this is what we call a neutral atom. Neutral body. It is neutral. This is how we define neutral. Equal amount of positive, equal amount of negative. Now guys, let's suppose if I say you remove 1 electron from this neutral atom. By any means, you are removing 1 electron. Remove. one electron. Okay. So if I say you remove one electron from this neutral atom, could you please, how is it going to look like after removing one electron? Remove this one electron. Now tell me, after removing one electron, can I say number of positive charge becomes greater than number of negative? Yes. Because how many number of positive charges? 4. How many number of negative charges? 3. So if positive charge becomes greater than negative charge, the body becomes positively charged. Body becomes positively charged. And in this particular case, you can say net charge is, I would say, positive. You can't say net charge is 0. Here, net charge is 0. So means when you remove electron from the neutral atom, it becomes positively charged. Now tell me, here you have got 4 electrons. Here you have got 3 electrons. We say less number of electrons are there. This is also how we define the deficiency of electron. Deficiency means loss of electrons. So means, my dear NEET aspirants, I'll write the statement over here. If an electron is removed from a neutral atom, if an electron is removed from a neutral atom, it becomes positively charged. If an electron is removed from the neutral atom, it becomes positively charged. Also, positive charges, also it is called deficiency of electrons. Deficiency means loss of electrons, where there are less number of electrons. This is how we define the positive charge. Is this clear? Now guys, take a look. Negatively charged body. Negatively charged body. Take a look, boys and girls, how we define the negatively charged body. See guys, when we talk about the negatively charged body, let's suppose again you are taking a neutral atom. Neutral atom means, let's suppose it has 4 protons, 4 neutrons. And it has got 4 electrons. Okay. It has got 4 electrons. Now, my dear NEET aspirants, if I say in this particular case, can I say number of positive charges is equal to the number of negative charges? Number of positive charges is equal to the number of negative charges. So I can say in this particular case, net charge is equal to 0, so it's a neutral atom. Again. Now let's suppose, boys and girls, by any means, you are supplying an electron to this atom, to this neutral atom. Okay. Supply 1 electron supplied. When you supply 1 electron to this neutral atom, when you supply one electron to this neutral atom, boys and girls. So means already there were how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how many will be there? I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you are supplying one electron. Now tell me which charge is greater, positive or negative? You can clearly say in this particular case, negative charge is greater than positive charge. Number of negative charge is greater than number of positive. If number of negative charges becomes greater than number of positive charges, I can say in this particular case, net charge is negative. So it becomes negatively charged. Negatively charged. It becomes negatively charged. So how do we actually define this? So we define this, my dear NEET aspirants, if an electron is supplied to a neutral atom. If an electron is supplied to a neutral atom, it becomes negatively charged. Negatively charged. Okay, it becomes negatively charged. So we can say, so negative charge is the excess of electrons. Negative charge is the excess of electrons. Tell me, guys, is this clear? Everybody out there, is this clear? Quick. Tell me in the chats, is this clear? Quick. Is this clear? Or tell me. Yes, charge can exist without mass. Yes. Okay. In modern physics, we say charge and mass are independent, I would say, properties. Okay. Now, my dear NEET aspirants, take a look. So this was basically the demo lecture. I hope you liked the lecture. This is going to be the flow from the basics, from the scratch till the level you actually need. Now, guys, there is a link in the description. Okay. You need to basically click onto that link. You need to join that link. Over there, you'll get the maximum possible discount. My dear NEET aspirants. Okay. So we are basically starting the regular classes from 20th of May. I don't want you guys to miss out any of the live classes out there. Please do join the batch as soon as possible, because this is very much mandatory. Thank you so much. Take care and bye-bye. See you guys in the batch itself.